buy what she wants. She really can. She can buy what she wants. And I can buy what I want. But it's a difference when you're married, when you have an agreement or you have a budget for things. You got someone over here just running amok. You got somebody over here that play by all the rules. And that's really good with money, really smart with money, know where to put money to make money grow. And you got somebody over here that's just running a freaking muck. Might as well say, she got a crackhead over here because I'm over here doing whatever I want. And I've been doing it so long, and I've been doing it since we've been together, to it's almost like second nature. Have I gotten better? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've been gambling for over 20 years. Have I slowed down? Yeah. You know, now that I started going to the card houses about within the last 90 days, then, hey, I'm on a whole nother level right now. I'm on a whole, it's a wonder she ain't put me out. That's the kind of level, that's the kind of stuff that I've been on.
You gonna tell them how long you been gone?
What? How long have I been gone? What you mean?
Days.
Yeah, I disappear for days. Let Tay leave the house for a couple of hours. I have a stroke.
For days, Carmen is gone.
I'll be gone for days. And then the thing about it, if I'm gonna be transparent and true, is I'll be gone for days and won't even answer my phone. I'll just be on my phone and be like, shit.
Won't answer the phone?
Won't answer the phone. Let her not answer her phone.
Anaya, I've been trying to get her to fix it. I have literally put her in literally any kind of therapy I could put Carmen in. I've tried. She went once, twice, and then when I said, when's your next appointment? That's when I knew she had not you can do whatever you want, married or not married. Y'all probably weren't ready for marriage. It's not that. I love being married, honestly. I love being married. I love it. I love being a wife. Yeah. And like I said, Carmen stayed gone for days. Won't answer the phone or anything. Like, y'all have no idea because I don't bring stuff to the internet to be like, and if she wasn't going to talk about it, I damn sure wasn't going to talk about it. So, you have someone who literally has been gone for days. How many of y'all are okay with your spouse being gone for days at a time, not answering their phone? I mean, I just want an honest answer. I don't care if you know where they are. I couldn't deal with that. I'm sorry. Ain't no way. And this is not the first time that Carmen has gone for days. With that, I love my wife. I support her. I support her with festivals, and what I did tell her, I said, Carmen, you have to start falling in love with you. You have to start falling in love with you. That sounds just like a crackhead. Wow, Carmen. Nah, I don't play that. Hell no. That's crazy. Gone for days would stress me out. When it comes to my livelihood, there is no compromising. I'm telling you. So just imagine that I've been going through this for over 3 years. No, it's not okay. You're right. Everyone does reach their limit. So while people want to sit here and say, oh, the money's been gone, or the money's gone, now Tay's leaving. Let me tell you, I've been handling business, okay? I make it happen. I make it happen. When stuff need to get taken care of, I make it happen. If Carmen needs something to do with a show, I make it happen. And so when people have something to say about me going to collect money, you damn right, I'm going to go pick it up every time if I can. Because guess what? If I don't do it, the risk of her going to a casino and gambling it all away is pretty high. Oh, Jesus. Baby, you can go ahead and go suck one too. I'm about to go ahead and block you. I'm not even gonna. Oh, I'm playing in your face.
Oh.
Somebody said I'm playing in your face. I can spend money on whatever I want. You still not getting the point.
You playing in my face?
Yeah.
Oh.
Read that. You don't have to read it out loud.
You know what? I can't see. Where's my glasses?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, here they are.
I can buy what I want. I can buy something that's unnecessary. It's a lot of things I do that are unnecessary, but I can do it.
I'm too old to be letting
I told you ain't need to read all that out loud, but here you go reading it out loud.
Y'all know I grew up.
Jesus Christ.
I grew up in the hood in the projects. I don't let nobody play in my face, just because I don't want to take trips or Tay do this or Tay do that. Tay a grown woman and she knows she's married. It's like I'm grown and I know I'm married. And I can sit here and I can explain.
And God gonna judge you for sitting here trying to judge me. How about that?
If she...
I'm gonna just go ahead and help him out.
Better. Go on, help him out.
I don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Yes, and so I have been mentally drained by the things that Carmen does, all while I was trying to maintain to get better. I was sick and Carmen went and gambled. I was in the hospital, Carmen went and gambled. Absolutely, Deb. And I mean, I get pissed off. I'm telling you, I get pissed off. Hell, looks to me like you've been buying shit before you married, Chef. Come on, people, y'all slow. Exactly.
She got a house full of stuff that she was buying, but the difference is she has stuff to show for hers, and I don't.
And I'm not saying by any means, Trish, do y'all realize Tay been making money and had her own before Carmen? Yeah. And so it's just very difficult, you know, for my wife to be absent and for me to get up and still show up for you guys, for me to show up for me to get well in all that I have, for me to help her to go out, get on flights. Have y'all seen how many flights I have got on? How many flights I've literally gotten on? What is wrong with her going to the casino? Tamira Day, I'm gonna let the people tell you. And the thing is, I mean, if I am the one investing in the shows, do I not have the right to go pick up the money that I invested in the show? Like, that's weird to me. That is weird to me. So y'all expect me not to protect my investment? Thank you, Terica. I mean, that's crazy. You think if I spent $3,000 to $4,000 to $5,000 on a show, or $10,000? Yes, I've spent money like that on shows where I'm able to go and get oh, y'all just loving. Let's see. Oh, I just love the fact that y'all are making fake pages just to come back over here. That takes a lot of energy. I appreciate it though.
So they come right back, baby.
So they come right back. And so I'm being completely transparent with you guys. Isn't that food look good? And so yeah, I have literally invested $10,000 to $15,000 in shows. 20,000. I think the most that I invested in the show was 20 grand. And that was Essence Fest. I invested $20,000 into Essence Fest. And guess what? I had to be there because I wasn't trusting Carmen at Essence. Absolutely not. I was on her ass like her shadow. You might as well have Carmen number 2.
Come on, baby. Come on, eat.
Okay. I thought you were frying them. I knew something was different.
I ain't know if you want them fried or
Well, I'm
what.
just ready to eat. I don't care about all that other stuff.
Yeah, y'all, let me move this.
I'll move it right here. But let me tell you, baby, I was Carmen number 2. Wherever she went, I went. And I got there on Thursday because I wasn't messing with her on Friday.
What happened?
Whew.
I had to put that plate in the camera around you.
Wait, I saw something.
But I'm going to tell them something.
I saw something
Like-
that said, Tay, you are an AKA, and I didn't see the rest. It went somewhere.
But, babe, I was just going to tell them. If y'all really want to talk about Essence Festival, here you go, babe.
Thank you. Oh, I thought we was eating off that plate.
Well, this is to put the thing.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Let's say a prayer. Let me get the old bag.
I got to put my hair back for this. I would put my foot up a person's ass behind my hard-earned money. Can I come join you both? It's lunchtime
Jackie,
in
come join
Australia.
us.
Come
Hey.
on, Jackie.
Jackie Brownie, let me tell y'all something before we start eating about last year's Essence.
Can we?
Thank you, Jehovah, for this food. Thank you
You're
for
about
this
to tell
day.
them that. Oh.
Thank you for this day. Please bless this food as we take it in and nourish our bodies. In Jesus' dear name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
So,
Oh, Lord, she about to
last
tell y'all
Essence
about
Festival.
Essence.
Y'all want to know
Jesus.
what happened last Essence Festival? Do y'all really want to hear the truth?
If y'all want to know about last year's Essence Fest, type Essence in the comments.
Y'all want to know what my crazy butt did last year at Essence?
Oh, your comments don't move like they're supposed to.
We need some paper towel.
So basically, I gotta get a paper towel. Mm-hmm. All right, hold on just a second.
And this pretty much broke Tay's heart last year.
Oh my God, last
It
year.
about took her out.
Last year, oh my God, my heart hurt so bad. Y'all, my heart was in pieces last year.
Somebody told me, nope, they want to know how to get this plate.
Why you gotta be?
You know, we content creators, and this is a part of our life
All right,
that,
so
you know, needs to be discussed so maybe it can help somebody else.
no, we probably need more paper towel.
Mm-hmm.
But you over there eating, I'm just gonna use this one here. Cause I can't, you sitting over there sucking on stuff and all that. All right, so yeah, she gonna tell you, Chef, don't tell me you wasted every dime in the casino.
Y'all want to hear what happened at Essence Fest?
Did y'all type Essence in the comments? I don't think I saw Essence, and I need everybody to like and share the live. Like and share the live. Type Essence in the comments if y'all ready to hear this story about Essence and how this broke me so bad. Like, I didn't think I could hurt the way that I hurt that day. It was tough. All right, we got a couple people saying they're ready to see Essence. Okay, they're ready for you to talk about Essence.
Essence 2025.
Yes, please come get them. Yeah, let's talk about it. If you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. Since you want to talk about it, let's go ahead.
All right, Essence Festival 2025. Tay and a friend was there.
Hold on. I don't have that in mind.
I didn't know if you wanted any Old
Yeah,
Bay.
I love Old Bay. Don't do
I
that.
didn't want it too salty.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening. Since she want to talk about it.
Tay and another friend was there, and I kind of got away from them. So
She figured out a way.
Caesars near, in New Orleans. So I got away from them. And, all the money we had made was still in our account. Nothing had been transferred out. So I must have got up about, 5 or 6 in the morning and took off. I had my employees pack my stuff. And when you're in an addictive state, you don't be thinking about the repercussions. You just be thinking about, you finna go pick up about $20,000, $50,000. So all the money that we had made was in the account. And I started taking it out. I started draining. I guess she must have woke up looking at the account. Started calling around looking for me. Ain't nobody know where I was. And I had left everything. And told my employees to pack my stuff up. And I was at the casino. And Tay was calling and calling. And I wouldn't answer. She was calling. She was frantic. I still wouldn't answer. And then she came into the casino. She didn't see me. I saw her. And I dipped. And she kept calling.
Left eye, I'm trying not to.
Then I'm standing from a distance watching her. And it broke my heart like it was breaking her heart just to watch her. And she called me maybe about 20 times, maybe more. And finally, because I was out there sitting on the steps, I'm thinking that she's going to leave. I'm just thinking she's going to leave because she had a flight to catch. So I thought she was going to leave. And she never left. She was just pacing. And she was walking back and forth, just pacing. And my heart just wouldn't let me do it no more. So I walked in and I walked up to her. And she was like, I'm going to let you take it from here.
Well, I noticed that morning, I just got an inclination, right? That something wasn't right. Something was off. I know my allergies, y'all. I just got an inclination that something was off. And so I called, the employees because I didn't hear from her. And our friend was leaving early that morning to get on the flight at like 7 o'clock. And
first of all, I had Tay and our friend, a female friend of ours, stay at a hotel, so I didn't want to stay with them.
Yeah. So if she would have stayed with us, and Carmen knows how to say things. So she said, "Oh, I need to be with my employees because I need to drive a truck. Da 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 da. We might need to go shopping, and all of that stuff, right?" And so I'm believing her. So me and my friend, we were together, our mutual friend. We were together.
Then they was trying to get me to come out to dinner that night.
And we were trying to get Carmen to come. Yes, Joyce is real. We were trying to get Carmen to come to dinner. She was saying she was tired and this and that. And so we believed her because we had been working, volunteering our time to come and help. Wanda, I'm trying. That's why I'm eating. So maybe this is better. So I just got an inclination. My spirit told me that Carmen was gambling. And I talked to my friend when she got to the airport. I said, did you talk to Carmen before you got on the plane? And she said, no. I said, that's strange. I said, she knows that you were leaving, and our friend doesn't live here. So she knows that you're leaving, and you didn't even talk to her before she got on the plane. Erica, who's lying? About what? So you didn't even talk to her before you got on the plane. That's odd. And we never talked to Carmen again that night because she said she was sleeping. So I said, well, let me call over there to the house and see what's going on. So I call her phone, no answer. Call her phone again, no answer. I'm calling back to back, no answer, no answer, no answer. And so I start calling the employees. They're not answering the phone. They're not answering the phone. I finally get one who answers the phone because everybody started to sound suspect. The person that answered the phone, one of the persons, she was like, "Oh, I don't want to get involved." And when she said, "I don't want to get involved," that made a light bulb go off. So then I called another employee. Oh, we about to go ahead and block now. All right. So then I called another employee, and they say they putting her clothes in the laundry. I mean, in the suitcase. And so I'm like, why the hell are you putting Carmen's clothes in? Oh yeah, Erica, we getting ready to get deep into it. So why are you putting my wife's clothes? Because, you know, I'm very funny about stuff. I don't like people washing my clothes. I don't like people touching my things unless it's urgent, right? And so this was last year during Essence. So New Orleans, 4th of July, 2025, 4th of July weekend. So I started to feel away, you know, because I'm her wife. Why is somebody else touching your clothes? Why is somebody else packing your clothes? I'm very particular on boundaries. Some people don't understand that. But I'm very particular on boundaries. Jennifer, I can do what the hell I want to do. That's your problem. Stay in your tax bracket. I keep telling you, broke hoes. Nah, she deserved it. I think somebody already got it, but we'll see. What's up, Dan? So, once I heard that, I had a flight to catch. And I needed to get on that flight, but I was like, hold on. Let me go by this casino and see if Carmen is in this casino. So I went over there. The people pulled the cameras for me and everything. They told me that Carmen had been there. Because, you know, I know her information. And you have players' cards in these casinos. So everything is tracked. And so they pulled the cameras. They saw I don't know, you like calling me Tater Head, that's fine. Jennifer,
She my tater head.
why you worried about it? If I was a victim, I'm a victim. I'm not always a victim. I'm going to tell you right now. But in this particular situation, I am. And if you have a problem with that, go to hell. It doesn't matter. Anywho, as I'm saying, you know, I don't have to play victim to what happened to me. But what you're not going to do is make me feel like my trauma is not valid. Okay? So, Carmen, I waited. I was in there for about 2 hours. Well, you go deal with a spouse that has addiction, then come back and let's talk about it. Right. So I waited and waited for about 2 hours. My eyes were so puffy. I couldn't even see. I was on that plane with sunglasses on because I was so messed up emotionally. So when I found Carmen and when she came up to me,
I walked up to you.
When Carmen came up to me, she looked like she hadn't slept in 50,000 hours. She looked like she hadn't seen a bed or anything or washcloth on her face or anything, right? And so, where are the mods? Can you please get rid of this idiot? Baby, what is your problem, Jennifer? Whatever it is, you can't afford it, so why you worried? Anywho, I looked at Carmen dead in her eyes, and I think this was the most hurt that I think I ever felt in that moment. I told her, I said, Carmen, we worked so hard these days in New Orleans, and you have to leave. You have to come home. You have to come home. And Carmen dropped a chip, and the way she reacted, Jennifer, my son can do what he wants. What does that have to do with anything? What is going on with you, Jennifer? Baby, please, 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 get you a nap, some penis, some coochie, something. Because I don't understand what your problem is. Baby, you got a heart on. My son, he can do whatever he wants. He doesn't work for anybody. He works for himself, baby. So why you worried about it? And this is not about my son. So I'm sitting here and she drops the chip. Carmen scurried for that chip like it was a crack rock. And I was devastated. I think I'm full. You know, I can't eat much. And I think I was just devastated that to see her in that form.
We didn't talk about it, man.
Yeah. I felt like I had failed as a wife. I couldn't keep her away from the casino. And that hurt. I felt like such a failure in my marriage because I was fighting hard. I was fighting hard to keep us together, you know, and she just wouldn't. Oh, I think somebody got her. She just would not stop. And I told her, I said, is this marriage worth it to you? And Carmen said, why don't you just come sit with me at the table so I can gamble some more? Y'all, I had to leave. I was so disgusted with what I was witnessing, y'all. And even now, that still affects me. Because she told me that she was okay with staying there to continue to gamble and that her marriage was not worth it. So even thinking about it in this moment is still painful because my wife told me that our marriage was not worth more than her gambling. Then she came back home and she promised that she would do better and she would go gamble. She would go to counseling. And she didn't. And she didn't. And she's told me this time and time and time again.
that she would stop. And I just kept feeding her addiction, hoping and praying that she would see the effects of what was going on, that I was no longer able to consider, like I've been helping so much when it comes to things. And a lot of times I've been doing this stuff on my own. And I've been trying so hard. Yes, she still is, Janine. Tay, I'm going to admit I see you differently after hearing this story. You're a stand-up woman. And so we've been through this before with Carmen promising to, let me get rid of you two. Ooh, I can tell it's some haters on here. We're promising to me that she was going to get help and her not getting help. Me looking into therapists. So I got Carmen with a psychiatrist. She didn't go back. I got Carmen with a therapist. She didn't go back. I got Carmen into marriage counseling with me. She wouldn't go back. I tried to get Carmen to continue on with her GA. She wouldn't continue. And I've asked her repeatedly, when are you going? When are you going back? What are you doing? Why aren't you going? When's your next therapy session? And she wouldn't respond. Or she would give me a half-ass answer. And to see my wife sitting in a poker room, playing cards, and I'm watching her. I'm watching her with these cards, and she looks tired, and she looks worn out, but she keeps playing.
So she come. I mean, my thing is I want to get better, and until I get it in my head that I want to quit, that I'm gonna quit. I did 9 months when I banned myself from Caesars. About 9 months. I done 6 months without gambling. I done 3 months without gambling. And until, I get taste, I'm really going to have to go probably into like a 90-day or 6-month facility if I'm really serious about quitting. Because I don't want to lose my wife. I don't want to lose my marriage. And I've done a lot of things. So making a decision, do I want to gamble or do I want to keep my marriages? It's really not that easy. It's really not that easy. And anybody that have any kind of addiction will tell you that until something clicks, until a switch is saying, I hate the day that I ever even started gambling.
Well, you know what this person said? I remember when Chef had gave her Tay her card when they were in Vegas and Tay went crazy in the Gucci store, even bought her friend's clothes off of Carmen's card, ogling overspending the limit. That's why Carmen was acting an ass in a heart attack restaurant with the all white on.
Oh, no.
Carmen felt some type of way.
I was having fun at the heart attack. I was just cutting up.
Fun.
It was fun. We had a great time. And then about the card or whatever they're saying, Tay and I were actually supposed to go shopping in Vegas. Mm-hmm. So when I was gambling in Vegas, I gave Tay my card to get rid of her. So,
Yeah.
shopping and buying her friends something, she didn't do that. But Tay and I were supposed to go shopping together and get us some matching outfits. We used to do that a lot. So people can take and twist the narrative. So I'm busy gambling, not wanting to spend time with my wife.
She sent me away so
I
she
gave her
could
the
gamble.
card. Yeah, gave her the card. Just get away from, go. So y'all can twist any narrative that you want. I know the things that I've done, and that's it.
Yeah. And it's like, I understand that a lot of you don't want to hear the truth, and that's fine. Like I said, y'all will literally try to figure out a way not to like me and all that stuff, and that's perfectly fine. You cannot like me or whatever, and if you telling a lie, or supporting a lie makes you feel better about not liking me, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, they
too.
said that I gave you the card and you went shopping for your friends. You ain't buy your friends nothing. Tay and I, we were supposed to go shopping together. So you and your friends, y'all had went to eat, stalling, doing this, doing that, waiting on me to get away from the table because I was supposed to have been gone like 2 or 3 hours. And Tay came back and I was on the winning street or whatever I was doing. I just gave her the card and told her to go get whatever she want. But that wasn't the agreement. We were supposed to go shopping together.
Yeah. And like, she forced me to leave because she wouldn't stop. Yes, Cherry, that is correct. And I've said that too. She has to get to the root of where the trauma started. I have legit said that. Let's see. Yeah. And so this is where we are. And, and the thing is that Carmen has to want to do something, right? And there's so many times that Carmen said, hey, I'm not ready to stop gambling. I'm going to continue doing it until I don't want to do it. Hold on for a second. I got to do something real quick.
I mean, I'm taking accountability for my actions. Don't think that I'm not sitting up here blaming Tay for anything. I know what I've done. I know who I am. And, I pray about it. Do I think I get better? I do. Do I want to go to the meetings every week, 2 or 3 times a week, like I was doing once before? I mentally, I don't, and that's why I don't go. Do I want to continually hurt Tay? No. Do she want to continually be hurt? No. Do I want to continually lie? Do I want to tell her that I'm not at the casino or playing cards? Do I want to tell her that? And she's standing right behind me, watching me play. Do I want to continually lie to her about things? No.
And the thing about accountability, right? There are different sides to the accountability. And and the thing about, the accountability part is, that you have a problem, right? So now you need to do the work, because accountability is not just stating, I have an addiction, or I have a problem, or I have, whatever. The other part of that is, I'm doing something because I'm accountable. I'm doing something to change the behavior that I have. I mean, Carmen told me that gambling was more important than her marriage. And I told her, what's at risk if I leave this casino?
I don't remember.
I do remember, Carmen.
No, I
never
said that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Carmen, what I said to you was, do you understand that you are making a decision? Because you promised me you weren't gambling anymore. And you realized that you made a decision to go ahead and stay here. If you make this decision to stay here, then that means that you are okay with your marriage ending. I did tell you that. and you said yes. Carmen looked me in my face.
I did not say yes.
You did. You did say yes, Carmen.
No, I remember you making that statement.
Carmen, you did say yes.
No,
I promise you said yes. I said, are you sure? And you said yes. I remember asking you 2 times. And then I said, okay. Well, and then she asked me to come and sit with her at the casino table. And I looked at her in disbelief. Because what the hell? Like, and then we went to the Beyonce concert. She basically didn't have any money to do anything. So I had to take care of everything. I had already purchased the tickets. And we were going, but it was difficult for me to even do that because I knew that she had squandered all of this money in the casino. And Carmen probably had to spend over $20,000 in the casino that weekend. So everything that we worked hard for was gone. Tay, didn't you know Carmen was gambling before y'all got married, right? And it just didn't stop gambling like that. She's been doing it for 20 years. Tamira, no.
I keep telling she didn't know that I was like I was, Tamira, because I was, you know, when I'm bringing in 50, 60,000 a month on Facebook, I mean, I can drop 25,000 in a house and keep 25. Stuff like that. So,
Oh, please, Jesus. Get a grip.
I think we should have stuck with the 2.
Basically, you're worried about things out of your tax bracket. Here we go again. But, right, Patricia, I'm not. And so, no, I was unaware. Y'all have to remember, when I met Carmen, the casinos and things were closed. Like, they weren't like that. The casinos were closed. A lot of them, they had maximum capacity and stuff. So, you know, Carmen said, oh yeah, I gamble here and there. Okay, cool. You know, I mean, I shop here and there. No problem. But when you're out of control, that is part of the addiction, you know. And so it became out of control. Having my way, you're getting information from the wrong people. So basically, you gave me.
Wait. Money and Chef was lonely.
Why you gotta be repeating shit like that?
I don't know how I was lonely.
Why do you have to be repeating stuff like that? Having my way, you really have a problem. She didn't have any money and she gave you $500,000. Where the hell did the money go? Didn't you just hear her dumb ass? Like, seriously. You act like you got wax in your damn ears. That's weird. Like, do you not hear her saying, Carmen spent $500,000. What the hell you want? Now what?
I done lost more than
Now
that.
what?
Since we've been together, I done lost more than $500,000.
Is you cool? Clearly, you're still not cool. Like, it's just stupid. Like, Lord, you stupid or you dumb or you just both? Like, seriously. It's just weird to me. People are good at hiding things. Carmen have sat up here and lied to me last week to my face. To my face. It's like, seriously. You know, to my face. I asked Carmen where she was. Carmen told me about 10 lies. Before I just told her, Charlene, you know I got my own bread. Baby, I'm not broke. Far from it, sweetheart. Okay? You good? Is you cool? And so, no. I didn't. That's what we talking about, Lee. What's the problem? You mad? Are you mad? It's like weird. Like, how you want to be mad? How you want to be mad? And so I did not realize that Carmen had an addiction. It's one thing to say, I gamble, right? You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to say, I gamble. I shop. So, but I'm not compulsive. I plan my things or whatever. Tanya, she spent more than that. What do you mean?
I mean, y'all can talk to Ashley. Ashley, my daughter, she used to, before I met Tay, she used to,
Sweetheart, Sonia, no, we're clarifying things because Carmen already decided to get on live and talk about it. So now she had me talking about it. Because other than that, I wouldn't have been saying anything. Her employees enable her, hide her dirty work. I've been there already, Patrice. And so I remember Chef said she gave you money to put up aside from the spending money. You played like you bought a book to keep track of the savings. I don't need to keep a book. Carmen knows where the money went. How long do you think $75,000 is supposed to last when, well, never mind. Again, it's something outside of your tax bracket. So your comprehension doesn't add up because that's not the type of money you're used to having. So there's a difference.
Chef's trying to get her Facebook money up. Yeah, I am. I'm trying to get back to cooking. I'm getting back to doing my videos. So I'm working on my social media money. I also have my food concession business, and I have other things that I'm working on. Getting help, stopping gambling. I'm working on that also. But in the meantime, like the conversation came again because, people were saying that it was fake. It's a lie. She's tired. She's tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of myself. So
what do you mean? She looks like she has a lot to say, but maybe she's afraid. Were you not on her damn live the other day? Did you not hear her go off on a tangent the other day? Carmen definitely ain't afraid of saying anything.
No, I was going to say my daughter would definitely cause my daughter would tell you everything Tay sitting here and saying is true. Because my daughter been going through it with me for probably 30, 40 years. Ashley, ask if y'all want to know.
You crazy.
If y'all, Ashley will tell you that Tay have no idea. Ashley will tell you. My own child will tell you that.
And it's like addiction destroys families. Cassandra, I have tried that. Carmen has literally gone in, changed the Square account, changed Bank of America accounts, done all kind of stuff. And like I told her, I said, Carmen, all you are going to do is hurt yourself. You're not hurting me. I'm calling you broke because you act like you can't understand functional English, idiot. And I said it again. You dumb, you stupid, and you're broke. Goodbye. Ugh. People irritate me. You have to know me to have that opinion. Okay?
I actually don't like Tay. You don't, no. Y'all, I want to address that. You don't know what Ashley like. You don't know what changes have been made because everything is not brought to the internet. We don't know what discussions have been made or had within the last year.
Oh, I love it. Baby, y'all just making up these fake pages, and we appreciate you. But, baby, you're going to have to work harder. Block. You're going to have to work harder.
And I mean, to sit here and watch Carmen just lie to me, to my face.
Somebody say Bob broke hoes.
Really hurt. Because the money isn't the issue. It is the gambling that's the issue. But here we have the gambling that's actually here. But there is a root cause for Carmen.
Simone Foster said, F, She is irrelevant. She ain't. I mean, it is what it is. We ain't gonna bring her into this. Leave that alone.
And you know, it hurt me. It hurt me to have her lie to me over and over again. So I don't trust
Somebody said,
Carmen.
"Am I gonna stay in Houston or move back to Atlanta?"
I don't know.
I'm trying to save my marriage. I'm standing on. I got one foot out the door, but you know, I do plan on turning things around. I'm just not gonna lie and say that, because when you have an addiction, and anybody that ever had an addiction or have any kind of addictive behavior, just like I'm telling you, porn can be addictive.
I like that, Raquel. Take your life back, chef. I have said that. I am preaching to the choir. Carmen, I need you to get it together. I need you to get it together for you, because I want you to be successful like I know you have the opportunity to do. And for me, it's not about money. It ain't been about money. It never was about money. It never was. And so sometimes I think that Carmen doesn't believe me, because I've given her so many chances. I've given her so many opportunities to make it right, because I wanted our marriage to last. Like for real. And to see her continually disrespect this home, to see her continually disrespect me, and then the outbursts, the arguments we have over the things that she's done, and then I react. I react from a place of anger and a place of hurt, because I feel abandoned. I feel like I'm not prioritized. And I also feel like I've been enabling her, because every time she falls short, I'm there to pick up the pieces. So whatever's broken, I'm here to glue it back together. And I've been a safety net, and I've been taken advantage of. And that is the truth. Because in a marriage, you guys are supposed to uplift each other, to build, to see each other reach these unprecedented levels of success, to be an anchor. And I was not only being an anchor for myself, but I was also being an anchor for my wife, and also being an anchor for our marriage. And this is tough for me. This is really tough, because I love this woman. I remember when we first got married, November 22, I was so happy that I had found my person, and that I absolutely loved her, and I had aspirations of us doing some amazing things.
All right, babe, let's get off this line. Let's get off this line. Okay?
It was supposed to be us, like Justice and Soul. Me and you against the world. And that's how I felt. That's how I felt, y'all.
and through anything that it was us. That it was us. It was the us. It was the Rileys. We were in this. And it was us. It was us that we could get through anything. And then the hurt. Knowing that what you wanted
Okay. I'm sorry.
but the things that you wanted, that person just couldn't stop.
You want this?
I want the soft tissue. I put that new box in there. No. Oh yeah, you can give me that.
We didn't even hold it.
And me not feeling like I was prioritized, and feeling like certain people in Carmen's life that were yes people were the people that she was listening to more than me. Because there were people that were telling her whatever she wanted to hear, regardless of the impact on her relationship. And I never thought that I would be sitting here telling a bunch of people that I don't even know, personally, what's going on in my marriage, because I don't bring stuff to the internet. And everything that we've gone through, and everything that I've been accused of, and everything that Carmen's been accused of. Come in my nose. And I have prayed. Ooh, it's still there. Oh, why you hold on
your nose.
I don't want to. Ooh.
Oh,
Anything else?
go blow your nose. No, you do.
Okay. And I have prayed and prayed and prayed for my wife to stop.
And see, the thing is, and I pray, and I ask God to help me. And I make these promises. And then something clicks, and I want to go play cards, or I want to go to the casino. And that's what I do. So I'm at the point to where I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself because when money wasn't a problem, I mean, I had money to do whatever I want.
And I was still on her neck.
I had money to do whatever I want, whenever I wanted to. And that's when money was no problem. Money was always in excess. And now that things can be tracked and things are tighter, it's different. So I can't hide behind the things that I used to hide behind. I don't want to hide behind anything. And I'm at a point to where I just don't want to lie anymore because I've hurt her so much.
And it's like, rehab facility. Them things, I was calling the insurance company to see about rehab. And I was just astounded with the prices. Yours is not moving. Mine ain't moving. That's why I had to use this phone. And I called to find out about rehab. I think like the cheapest one was like $30,000. Insurance doesn't cover gambling addiction. It's all right, she. I couldn't even eat my food tonight because this thing had me worked up. Yeah, we could have got two.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you know, Carmen knows I'm such a stickler when it comes to saving.
Ooh.
I'm in counseling, Chrissy. I'm in counseling.
She's in counseling.
I'm in counseling. I go every week.
She in counseling. She had both of us in counseling, and then like we had our own separate counselors, and then we were doing marriage counseling, and then I got mad at her and the marriage counselor, so I quit all counseling.
Quit it all.
I didn't want to. Anyway.
And you know, and the thing is that
go back to Atlanta.
And spend time with your grandbaby.
I talk to my grandbaby. We have a great relationship. I talk to my daughter. I'm grown. My daughter have her own family, her own home. My granddaughter, we have a great relationship. This is my whole wife right here. This is what I'm trying to say. And I'm not finna sit here and say what I think people want to hear. I don't trust myself. So, and I'm angry. I'm really angry, and I think that's, until I can get over this anger, I know that's what drives my addiction, because I'm so angry that I've lost so much money, and I've had these big wins, and it's like dangling carrots in front of me, and I know that, and I can think logically while I'm sitting here and not in an addictive state. It's like dangling carrots. I'm angry, and I want my money back. And when I was going to GA and making all my meetings, I was in a state of mind to where I didn't care. I knew I wouldn't get my money back, and I wasn't chasing. I was feeling good, and something triggered and went back. And I can't sit here and honestly tell you guys that I don't want to gamble.
Like I've been fighting this battle by myself for a really long time. I have. I've been talking to God. I've been praying. I've been meditating. I've been doing everything I need to do. I've been being a righteous wife. I've been being a good wife. Sometimes I just sit here all day and listen to gospel music and pray. And I have asked her time and time again, what is it that triggers you? What is it? Is there something in your childhood that happened? Because wherever you are with your growth is there. It's cut off at that age. So if this thing, whatever it was, happened to you at 14 or 15 or whatever, your mind is stuck there. Your mind is stuck there. You know, I have been angry at Carmen. I've been disappointed at Carmen. Do you know what it's like to sit here and watch somebody lie to you? Carmen should have had a lot of things right now. Even recently, she should have already had those seasonings. She should have already had those.
I mean, I've already developed them, but you know.
Yeah. She has what she needs. But, you know,
it's just my mental state. It's just the mental state of,
I can't fast, Cassandra. I'm on this medication, baby. I cannot fast.
It's just the mental state, and I can't even explain my mental state to most people, because a lot of times, or you know, Tay may be asleep, and I just may get up and leave and be gone. Just be gone, won't answer the phone, be gone for days. Or, you know, be gone for a day or two. sometimes a week.
Carmen will. Let me tell you, I actually remember I was going through Carmen's phone, right? And I was going through Carmen's phone because I was trying to find something, right?
And she found something else. What you find?
I found you had looked up a casino.
Oh shit! Yeah, I remember.
She was looking for a casino. She had just did an event. I gave her a little bit of money. I gave her a little access to some money because we talked, and I felt like she wasn't gonna do it. Like we literally, y'all. Let me say, and I told her it was like cheating. So I'm gonna give you a timeline of events. We're gonna break it down real quick. Daphne, they affect my health. That's why I've been having this rash on my face because I've been stressed the hell out. So let me bring y'all back. Do y'all remember when I went to Jacksonville? I went down there for my goddaughter's graduation. Do y'all remember that? Memorial Day. Right? Memorial Day. I went to my goddaughter's graduation, and then I went to help Carmen in Oklahoma, right? Right? So I want y'all to follow the timeline. I went to Jacksonville for my goddaughter's graduation. I got in that afternoon, and
You flew to Tulsa.
I went to the graduation that Friday. That Saturday morning, I was back up early to get on the flight and go to Tulsa. So y'all remember when I went to Jacksonville. So this is my goddaughter. Carmen had an event. She couldn't go. Right? She couldn't go. And so I went on ahead and I said, hey, I will meet you in Tulsa. So I went on ahead. I booked my flight to Tulsa the next morning. I got there. I figured I got there early enough because I literally was on the first flight or the second flight. I think I was on the first flight. And so there go Dolly. Dolly said, yes, I remember. So I said, all right, I'm going to go to Tulsa. Went to Tulsa. And I was wondering, right? You know, like I said, I'm always 10 steps ahead of the game.
Dolly.
Right? So I was sitting here and I'm like, why is Carmen so damn tired? Like, she is unreasonably tired. Right? Things reveal themselves. Things reveal themselves. And I did feel like I had been used. We'll get to that in a minute. So I'm in Tulsa, and and Carmen is really tired. Like, she's so tired after the event that she normally will be ready to pack up and get all the equipment stuff and everything packed up and, get everything off of the site. But Carmen was so sleepy and tired that she just wanted to go to the hotel. So I'm like, oh, well, whatever. So y'all, let me tell you. So she survived that Saturday. And I went there because, like I said, I have to pick up the money. I invested the money in the show. I'm going to pick up the money from the show. I can't trust her because there's a lot of cash in Oklahoma. If you know anything about Oklahoma, see you later, DeMarcus. If you know anything about Oklahoma has lots of casinos. Now, those were things I didn't even know because I didn't know Oklahoma had casinos. I'm not a person that goes and gambles. So those things are not on my list of to-dos, right?
Marie Moore, I don't book where casinos are. I book where the shows are, but you know, I see why you would think that, but
Yeah. And so, so I'm sitting here and I leave Oklahoma. I got the bag, everything is secure. I'm feeling like I don't have to sit here and watch, the money. I can leave the money in the account. Carmen's not going to touch the money. She knows that we have expenses for the next set of events, right? So she's not going to touch that because she knows that she shouldn't be doing that. So I get home and y'all, I got to do payroll because now I don't trust her to do payroll because she will tell me that she owes a certain amount or I got to pay a certain amount and then it's something else and she pockets some money and pays payroll with the rest. So we're not doing that. I'm a checks and balances kind of girl. So I'm sitting here and I pull up the account, right? Like I said, I don't go looking for shit. I don't go looking for shit most of the time, right? So here it is. I pull up and I see, and I just threw the paper away, about $1,900 worth of charges in someplace, River something, da-da-da-da-da. Then I see something for a restaurant. What was the name of the restaurant? Johnny Rockets or Margaritaville? And I said, Carmen, where's Margaritaville? I don't know. I said, oh, you don't know? Well, how come it's showing up on the bank statement, right? So Carmen didn't realize that the account that she was using, Riverwind, that's it.
Who said that? Who the hell said
Kim
that?
Mosley. So it was River something casino. And I'm like, what the hell is that? What in the world is River? And so then I look at the address to Margaritaville. So by the time I talked to Carmen, right? By the time I talked to Carmen, I'm like, so Carmen,
You didn't say it. Me and you had about 2 or 3 conversations.
we had
before you
about
asked.
2 or 3 conversations
she
because I
already
hadn't
knew.
checked yet.
No, you knew.
Oh, I did know. Okay, so yeah, I think I knew. But so by the time I asked her the question, I already knew the answer to the question, right? So I let her lie to me. Y'all, she said she did not know where this place is or whatever. And y'all make sure y'all like and share the live. She told me she didn't know where this place was. I said, well, isn't that interesting? It's in River something casino. And I see $1,900 worth of transactions in River something casino. And I'm like, but I didn't tell her that. All I said was River something. I said, well, if you don't, I said, do you recognize these charges? She told me, no. I said, okay, well, I'm not giving you the money for payroll because this account is negative $2,000. Almost $2,000. And she's on the phone, almost $2,000? Uh-huh. I said, well, why don't you call the bank? Why don't you call the bank and tell them that it's a fraudulent transaction, several fraudulent transactions, because I had them, and it was a Sunday, so the bank wasn't open, so I could figure out what time all of this stuff was done. And she didn't realize that Carmen was using the debit card.
Just lying, tell you I wouldn't want to share this. Let her go ahead.
I mean, we here, Fox. We here, and Carmen's already admitted it. I'm just speaking on what she's admitted to. And so she sat there and lied to me for 2 days. And then the second day, which was Monday, and I said, did you call the bank yet? Because you're asking me for the payroll. I'm not bashing her. Where is the bashing?
Salty. She wants to gamble right now. No.
Where is the bashing? I don't think I've bashed my wife at all. I love my wife, but there is a problem. And I'm not going to lie about what happened. So I'm not doing that. And so she said, no, I didn't call the bank. Cassandra, what are you not understanding? I provided the money to fund the event. You good? You cool? Does that not make sense? Okay. Moving on. So, anyway.
I'm not uncomfortable because what I learned, what I do when I do make the meetings and
we're talking about it right now,
my mental back.
Sorry.
Getting my mental back, I have to accept responsibility for what I've done. And the things that I've done, there's so many people that are watching this live that have experienced the same thing. Some not as bad, some worse. So if what I'm going through is helping me and what my story, what I'm doing to my marriage, wrecking my home, it's not all about money. It's other things that I don't want to speak on that have contributed to this decision.
Baby, you can leave whatever you want. Add to it, as a matter of fact. But yeah, so.
But anyway, anybody that want to hear this, and if it's helping you in any way,
Leah, I don't know your problem. I don't understand your problem. That sounds stupid. That sounds really stupid. I don't know anything about any of that. That's a Carmen question, not a me question. This was the question that they asked. I don't know where it went.
Oh,
but we're having
some went. So Carmen Gamble the donation money. No.
Okay.
No, I've always had even they tried to say I did that one within that Asheville or somewhere. I can pull up records on the amount of donations. Y'all think we get a windfall of donations? We probably got a $5,000 or $6,000 for
Tammy, that's a damn lie. Tay, the real question is, have you went to Las Vegas with her to a casino? Did you not know that there was an issue? Baby, where have you been, love? Where have you been?
Anyway, I had just left the show going to Asheville where I had just did a foodie festival. I had probably made about $30,000 and 30 grand that weekend. So every feeding that I've done, I've always had personally excess of money in, I would overbuy. We don't go just give people cheap bologna sandwich and stuff like that. You getting fish and shrimp and you getting chicken and you're eating as much as you want to eat. And we feed hundreds of people and we fed for days. So, if I was ever audited, none of that stuff is true. I've always donated to any feeding that I've done, and I fed for years out of my own pocket. And now, what were you saying? So you have went to the casino with me?
Yeah, and I hated it.
She fussed the whole time.
I fussed the whole time. Tried to drag her out of there. I got attitudes. I got chewed out. She would not leave. So please don't come to me about any of that. Because, I have had attitudes. We went to Lake Tahoe. Carmen wanted to be in that casino. We go on cruises. Carmen wanted to be in the casino. I don't want to do that. I don't want to sit in the casino, Carmen. Let's go. Let's explore. I don't want to sit on this ship and be in a casino. This is crazy.
What else?
We blocking people left and right.
What else do you want to say?
But I'm getting ready to finish up. But anyway, she was using the debit card, thought she was using another account, was willing to let that account go negative. Right? Well, what was the question? I don't know what the question was. I had a problem with her being in the casino, period. Carmen never called the bank. Called the bank for what?
No, the thing
she never called the bank. No in that situation,
she
she never called the bank because I asked her what happened. I said, the money's not back in the account. Did you not call the bank? And she said, you know why I didn't call the bank? I said, no, I don't know why you didn't call the bank. Tell me why you didn't call the bank. And so she had to admit it about what she was doing. She went and gambled. So even after that conversation,
somebody said, oh, your husband with you again?
Oh, no, I answered the question. I've talked about this several times. So maybe you weren't here. No, I was not aware that Carmen had a gambling addiction. No, I did not.
Shit, I didn't know I had one. People who told me, but I didn't realize I had one till I got with her. Oh, this one.
Because regardless of what I spend, I still have to make sure that my household is taken care of and that we don't lack for anything.
And she likes to save money.
And I do like to save. Contrary to what y'all do believe,
like to save
I
money.
love
She's
to save
big.
money.
Yeah,
Ain't
she-
nothing like me getting on my accounts or
She
whatever
love to save money.
and not being like, oh, okay, I like to see my balances grow. I like to see high interest yield savings accounts and my interest to grow. And so the thing is that Carmen, we had a conversation, right? Y'all, do you know right after that, she went to Dallas and went back to, on the way to Dallas, stopped and gambled again? I kid y'all not.
Huh?
And then when you went to Kansas City, you was typing in, Carmen typed in, and I still don't know if that's in your history, because you took the phone from me after that.
I changed my password.
She changed her password
She didn't
on
get
her
to my
phone because I was able to see that she had actually typed in where the casino was in or on the way to Missouri. Kansas City. She had an event there. And she went, she said she didn't go gamble, but the likelihood of her gambling was higher than not. And I honestly just don't believe her. So who knows? I mean, she will lie to me in my face. That's what I do know. And that's it. That's all I got. She will lie to me in my face. And I have come to
It's not that.
realize that.
It's not that I lie to you to your face. When it comes to gambling, yeah. Because the embarrassment, the shame, the disappointment that
It's my money, dummy. What are you not understanding? It's my money. I'm trying to protect our house. What are you not understanding about that? You're a real idiot. You know that? And it's hard. So I cannot go somewhere without.
No, I mean
I'm scared. I'm scared to be gone when Carmen has events. I'm not going to lie to you all.
You finna be gone.
I know, and I'm terrified, but I have to go.
And I'm gonna do right. There is no love where
I'm fed up.
she been nice to me all day.
I have.
She been I even affectionate a little bit. So I don't know if you talk about no love over here. I just gotta fix me, and I'm not finna sit here and lie to her anymore.
And I really want Carmen to be her best self. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I see my wife, right, I get excited. And when she's excited, I just, it's a turn on. And when she's doing things to help herself be better and do better.
That's why she was so nice today when I was working all day. Working on my business. Working on my business all day.
That excited me. That excited me.
Smirking and smiling. It's not. I mean, it's not like it's just.
Alicia, if you don't trust
if
her
you're talking about me
and lie to your face, why are you still with her? I mean, have you never had anybody that you loved? Love outweighs a lot of things. Have you ever had anyone that you made a commitment to?
She's actually been through a lot and trying to save and salvage and make sure that we do the right thing. And, you know, I hope and pray that no matter what, I'm going to always do right by her. I'm going to always fix what I've broken. Got to fix myself first. And I'm not going to sit on here and lie and say what people want me to say. I think I should say, well, Chef, you got to do better. I do have to do better. I want to do better. It's the craziest thing. And working on me is what I'm going to do. and I am doing it.
So Tay, you put the money up for events because what happened to the 50K chef make each event? I'm confused. Jacqueline, she just told you. Baby, where you at? Where are you?
It doesn't matter. Sitting over here trying to count our pockets. My wife is my biggest supporter. And I thank God for her. So anybody that, to get into numbers and to get into what's going on financially within the business, my wife supports it every single show.
Surviving deceit. Didn't we have beef earlier? I'm just wondering. Tay, I had you all wrong. You're a strong woman to endure what you've experienced with Carmen. Carmen, if you really want your marriage, when the temptation hits, you should instantly see the hurt on Tay's face. I hope you can kick it. Tay is hurt. And when I tell you I pray over my wife, sometimes she is sleeping. And I pray over my wife that the spirit of hell will get out of her. And so, the trust has been broken for a long time.
That's why she took her ring off.
And that is why I took my ring off.
So people can say that this is fake or this is just something that they're making up. She
is really, I just saw something. She is really just cheating on you. Her gambling is no different than an affair. You have to love. Oh, Michelle, speak it. Let me tell you, that is something that we have discussed. And I told her that I feel like she is cheating on me. Oh, I'm going to get rid of you too. I'm not even entertaining you. Goodbye. What's up, Pam? Pam Rubio. Pam is one of my good friends in Jacksonville.
What's up, Pam?
Pam has known me for a long time. Pam I love you, baby. Oh my God. I love getting rid of y'all. Oh, shit. Y'all be working quick to get rid of these people. I love it. I love it. Pray that addiction out of her. Listen, I do. Thanks for being so open with us when y'all don't have to. Smiley, we appreciate it. Sharmisha, and I love this lady down. But the being lied to, oh, Pam, look at her. She said, love y'all too.
Love you too, Pam.
And I have said it.
I do agree with y'all. I mean, people say it's a form of cheating.
I have said it. I said, Carmen,
it is.
You go out, you hang out with her all kinds of times a night. You spend all day with her, all night. You don't even call your wife. You just want to be with her. You spend all day and all night with her. Koya, look, Carmen's usually quicker than me, but the phone is kind of far away from her. And, I'm going to still be here to support my wife. It's just going to be different. I am very hurt. And since, we're all being transparent here, and like I said, I just didn't expect Carmen to get online the other day, and I still haven't looked at her live. But just know, let me see. Something about an eye opener. Chef and Tay, I'm praying for y'all. Wow, this is a big eye opener. It's no different than addiction to alcohol and drugs. Chef, maybe we need to help with an accountability while Tay is gone. Look, y'all gonna have to have a monitor on her ass. For real. It's like cheating, Alicia. When you lie about your whereabouts, that is cheating in a way.
I mean, and I lie about my whereabouts.
Lie about the money you need money for.
Yeah.
Carmen got $25,000 out of me one time. Remember what you talking about? You had me thinking you was doing all kind of stuff.
I got more than 25,000 out of you. I probably got about 55 because I got the 25 and then you gave me an American Express with 30,000 on it.
Oh, Jesus. I don't even want to think about that. This is what I'm talking about.
Hold on. I mean, it's like, and I know I'm helping somebody that's dealing with this just by being open and honest. What Tay was just talking about is like a tracker. I don't even think a tracker could hold me because if I really want to gamble, I'm going to gamble. But when I leave the house,
Hey, Liz.
I know where I'm going. So when I leave the house, I turn my location off. And then if I know where I'm going and I know my way back home, because, I'm not from Houston, shit, I'll leave the whole phone at home. Tay had been calling me in the phone, ringing the house. And I'll be gone for days. You don't need no phone when you're out there trying to...
Tammy, we are going our separate ways. We are divorcing. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Somebody said, talked with Turkey. This is a good story. We wouldn't go on his page because he's been, disrespectful. But, if our story can help other people, then it's helping me.
I lied to my family and friends. Where did that go? I stayed depressed once I lost my money. It's not a good feeling.
No, you stay depressed, boy. Some days I can't even get my head up off the pillow, especially. And then you be so depressed and so mad and so angry at yourself, you just want to run your car into a wall or into a tree on the way home. You only want to go home because when you go home, you know what you're going to have to deal with.
Yep. And like when she says that, I got my foot on her neck, that's what she's talking about.
God dang. She got her foot on
Alicia,
my neck so
that's
hard.
not the first step. That's one of the steps. But we need her to take another step and another step and another step and another step to do what she
Sherry
needs to
Gardner
do.
say, Carmen, I'm so disappointed in you. And, I'm sorry. And I apologize to a lot of you guys. But if I don't be truthful and honest, I don't, if I try to hide and lie and I don't want to do that.
And, and unfortunately, she just lied to me as recent as last week. I knew exactly where she was. And I saw her again, sitting in the poker room. But this time it was even different. It was a little bit different. Because the first time I actually went into the poker room and I watched her for about 10 minutes. I got a poker card and I stood at the front of this venue. Now, I don't play cards, right? I don't play cards. Paula, if you message me on when was the last time she gambled? A couple days ago, Mary. A couple days ago, not even a week. So, where was I at before that? It was something I was going to say.
I do. I know I have a lot of potential. I have a lot of things that I'm working on. But when you're sick, and believe it or not, I am sick. And I recognize that I am sick.
Sharia! I love you, boo. You never responded to my message.
Where's Sharia?
Sharia's right there. She said, hey, boo. Listen, one of my homegirls who's a big inspiration to me that, she made it through the program that I'm in. Listen, sometimes you need to help talk me off a ledge. And it's still hard to maintain. You were talking about you in the poker room. Oh, let me get to that. I'm going to get back to the school thing. I watched her in the poker room. And so y'all remember I went to California last week, right?
Oh, man.
Here we
go with that. Here we go with that.
Remember, because we telling the truth. I remember, stay your ass right here.
No.
I went into the poker room. And so y'all know I went to LA last week. Like, my hair look crazy right now because, I done pulled it back in a ponytail.
Yeah, she purchased a poker card because you have to buy a membership to even get into the room.
Okay.
So that's why Tay bought her.
So I bought a poker card because
it was $20.
$20 cash.
So I went into the bathroom, right? Because I walked in, you know, I don't play cards. So the man is like, so what game do you play? And I was like, And then I was like, oh, I was about to say I declare war. I was going to give myself away. I said, Texas Hold'em, because I couldn't think of nothing else, right? And so I came in and I went to the bathroom, right?
Just drinking, gambling, and lying. The thing is, Demetrius Salter, I gamble and I did lie, but I don't drink. People for years call me alcoholic. Have you ever seen me drunk?
Mm-mm. I tried to get her drunk a couple times.
You know, but I have to deal with that, calling me a gambler and a liar. I got to deal with that.
And so the thing is that I went to the bathroom and I stayed in the bathroom for a little while.
Just go back to Atlanta. Shit, Atlanta's worse.
Cause Atlanta, shit, good luck. So I went in the poker room, right? Because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know whether I was supposed to go back out there and sit at a table. And I hate that all this time Tay was talked about by everyone and she never told any of this. It's just sad all the way around. So I'm sitting here, right? And Patricia, you saw me at the salon? Yes. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I stayed in the bathroom for like 10 minutes. And I said, okay, well, maybe when I go out, maybe she won't be standing there, right? And so, or she won't be sitting there at the...
So I never seen her come in.
She never saw me come in.
It's to the door.
Her back was to the door.
But that's crazy.
And so I was watching her and I'm like, maybe she'll see me. Like, I'm probably the only melanated person in there besides her. So maybe she will see me. Right? And so I was standing up there in front. So then I told the man, I said, oh, I don't feel well. I'm going to leave. So then I left. Right? I left. And so after that, I just sat in my car for a minute because I was super hurt. Right? And I called Carmen and she didn't answer and, you know, all of the stuff. So that was the first time I caught her in the poker room and she didn't come home for 2 days, right? I'm not even going to get into the other stuff. But she didn't even come home for 2 days. So for 2 days, she was gone. Monday and Tuesday, she was gone. So then, y'all remember I went to LA last week. And I was only gone for like maybe a couple of hours. I was maybe gone like 10, 12 hours and then I was back. So Carmen didn't know that I had been to LA or been back because when I left that morning, I told her I was going to get my hair done, even though we had talked about it weeks prior to or whatever. She didn't remember like normal. Really, it was into the third day, Latika, when she came home. So I'm in LA and I get back and something tells me Carmen been too damn quiet all day. Yeah, she came Wednesday morning. So I didn't see her Monday and Tuesday. She came in Wednesday morning. Where are you going for your birthday? Pam, we'll talk about it offline.
You should go with her, Pam.
What would you like to be done, Alicia, when you've done all you can? For real, all that ish people was talking about Tay and all she was doing was trying to support her wife behind the scenes.
And the thing is that they still talking junk. I mean, I don't have a leg to stand on, and I'm not. I don't even have a defense, so I can't even defend myself. All I can do if I want to get better is to be open and honest and truthful with myself first of all. You know, I got to get me well, and like Tay is saying, I got to love me more, and any kind of addiction is difficult, especially when your addiction. Why do people do drugs? Why are they addicted to drugs, alcohol, sex, shopping, whatever people are addicted to? Because it relieves stress. And that's what gambling do for me. It relieves stress. And it causes a lot of problems, but, you know, I like it. It makes me feel good. I don't want to like it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like what it do to me. I don't like the problems that it's caused throughout my life, the last 30, 40 years. I don't like that. So just me being open and honest and working on this thing. I can't just say I'm going to quit, because I've told my wife that several times, and each time I lie. So I'm to the point to where I don't want to lie. I want to get better. And everybody on this live could probably look at me and say, hey, just quit. Just do this. Just do that. Just do this. When you're sick up here, it don't match what's in here.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to get them to match.
Yeah. And so the day that I went to my appointment, Carmen didn't know that I was in LA. She forgot. And I came back home. So Carmen blocked me on social media. So she couldn't see my videos. She didn't see the transition videos. She didn't see any of that, because she was mad with me or whatever. And so she didn't see the transition video or anything I had done. And that was perfectly fine. And so I was on my way to the house, and something said to me, let me go and see what Carmen is up to, because she's been quiet all day. She's been quiet on the creek all day. And anytime that she's quiet on the creek like that, anytime she's not answering the phone, there is something going on. There's something running amiss and running amok. So I went right up there to that poker room. And
Did
guess
you run
what?
out of gas?
I was on my way there. I don't know if Renita's on this live. But
How'd you get gas?
the people came and they told me to the gas station, because Renita was going to come and get me. She lives in the area, just so you know. So I ran out of gas on my way there, because it had been, I forgot. I wasn't even looking at the gas light, because I was in such determination to get to that poker room to see if Carmen was gambling, because she wasn't answering her phone. Listen. I ran out of gas on my way because I was so pissed off that I didn't even look to see the yellow light. That's how I just knew I had to get there.
That's all I don't get. If you come to the poker room and I'm there, she don't even say anything. She just look at me and leave.
Love you too, Sharia. I will definitely talk to you tomorrow. I was out in Atlanta recently too. But we'll definitely talk tomorrow. But Renita is my witness that I ran out of gas, and Renita was saying she was going to come and put some gas in to help me get some gas. And I told her no, because I had just found out about a person that had an accident on the side of the road, and I refused to have Renita come. I said, it'll be all right within 5 minutes.
I was a counselor for 15 years. I worked with a lot of people with different addictions.
Yeah. And so Renita, I told Renita I'm good. I let her know I was safe. And I talked to another friend. I let them know I was safe. And I went up to that poker room after I filled up the gas tank. And I filled that shit up this time, because I usually fill it up once a week. And so with her not answering the phone, that told me everything that I needed to know. And then I was on the side of the road. So I was really calling her to see if she could help to come get me. Now, she probably would have been wondering what the hell I was doing over there. However, I got that gas, I filled that gas tank up, and I went right there to the poker room. And who do I see in the poker room? Carmen. Now I got my card now, so I could just walk in. The man asked me what I was playing. I said, I don't know yet. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know what I'm going to play. I said, but in the meantime, I'm going to go to the bar and have a drink. So I went to that bar. I sat down, and I was there for about 45 minutes. I think I had 1 or 2 drinks. Carmen never looked up to see me at all. And again, I'm on the lighter side.
However, you can tell when a person is brown coming in the room. And she never even noticed that I was there. 45 minutes. And then I kept calling her and calling her and calling her and calling her. And that drink was good. It was a Grey Goose and cranberry. And I sat there and I took a picture of myself drinking my drink. And I sent it to Renita. She had no idea where I was. And Carmen came home that night. She actually came in early. She came in early. And it wasn't early, but it was around midnight. She came in. Anne Marie, she got on live and said it the other day. What are you talking about?
Saying what?
That we were getting divorced. What are you talking about, love? She herself got on live and said it. So what's the problem? You want the truth or not? I'm done with hearing lies. So you want the truth or not?
Sounds like Tay can't take anymore.
So I watch her, and then I finally just go ahead and leave. I was disgusted. Carmen comes in the house, and she thinks I'm not here.
Oh, wait, I didn't think she was out. I mean, she set me up. I didn't even think her Jeep wasn't there.
She didn't have time to make up a lie. She did not have time to make up a lie, y'all. So when she walked in that house, I was already upstairs on the couch.
That's crazy.
And I see everything on the Ring camera. I saw how she got in the house, everything. She came in there, took her shoes off, took her pants off, and jumped in the bed. So, because she didn't know I was home. So I clicked them lights on. I said, hey.
No, I heard you coming down.
Yeah, you heard me coming down the stairs.
I thought I was home by myself. I wasn't even climbing stairs.
Lisa, I never said I was, but somebody got rid of you. So there we go. Anyway, so I'm sitting there and I go in the room. I said, hey, where you been? Y'all, Carmen gave me about 5 lies. She was all around Houston. She was with somebody on a food truck. She was watching the birds breathe. She was watching, she was walking her pet fish, her imaginary pet fish. She was anywhere and everywhere besides that poker room. And so I said to her, I saw you. And she looked. I said, I saw you. I said, that shirt you had on, it's red, ain't it? And she was covered up underneath the blanket. I said, you had a red shirt on. I don't even know, Liz. I don't even know why I asked. And she might be tired of me, Samara, because I be on her ass.
Oh,
any questions?
Boy, I ain't never had nobody on my neck like this in my life.
So Carmen told me she went walking her pet fish. She was mowing. She was mowing the ocean. She was doing a lot of different things. And yeah, it's like cheating. So she just told me all these stories, all to get back to the truth. And I said, so you was on a food truck. So I said, who was the food truck? She couldn't come up with an answer. She didn't have a name. She didn't have a food truck. She didn't have nothing. And knowing Carmen, right? Carmen, what was I going to say? If Carmen is anywhere, right? She's going to go live. Carmen didn't go live at all. So I knew that was bullshit. She hadn't been on nobody's damn food truck. But I let her go ahead and lie or whatever, because I'm used to it at this point and I got to be real. And so I said, Carmen, why are you lying? I said, you lied to me, and that hat that's on the ground, you had that on. You had a red shirt on. I said, matter of fact, the hat was tilted to the back. You had on a red shirt. You had black pants on or black shorts. Matter of fact, they over there. It's the black shorts, black pants. They on the ground. And so she just couldn't hold it anymore. I said, I saw you. I watched you. I watched you for about 45 minutes. And I said, I was so disgusted that I had to leave and go home. because my heart hurt so bad. So it's like when you love somebody, you're in it. You're in it. And I was in it. And I was committed to my wife. I was committed to our growth.
I hear you, Pam.
And no, I'm not, Charlotte. The chances are done. I did feel used. I even said that in therapy. Yes, Tina, I get it. I felt used. I said that in therapy. Renita, you are a witness to me running out of gas. I felt used for many things in this relationship because of my credit, because of my home, because of my furniture, because of my niceness, because of my willingness to give my all to my partner. And I fought hard for this marriage. We were supposed to have our kids. We were supposed to have relocated by now. And that didn't happen. Jay, what are you talking about, love? We have big budgets. We spend big amounts of money, more than your normal, $100,000 a year earner. Okay? So let's be clear about that. Yeah, we make a lot of money. When I've always been a person that's been a hard worker, a lot of my friends can vouch to that. A lot of people that know me can vouch to that, to where I worked 8 days a week, where I grinded day in, day out, 2 jobs, 3 jobs.
Somebody said gambling is just not just an addiction, it's a disease.
It is a disease. And so I have tried and I have tried. Hey, auntie, how you doing, baby? I have tried and I have tried. Carmen is my world. I love this lady to the moon, to the back, to the ends of time. What about the money she had when she sold her company?
Man, I gambled all that, man.
Wendy, you good? She just told you she gambled it all.
Every last dime, gamble, casino, and more.
There you go, Wendy. There you go. Y'all didn't have to block her. I don't know who did that. You blocked her or something. Yeah, so Carmen's living in her truth. And the thing is, y'all want to be mad about Carmen living in her truth. Y'all want to be mad about me living in mine, which is weird.
I mean, it's just like, and I know a lot of people are disappointed, but
I'm not downing her, Ann. What are you talking about?
This is the reality of life. This is what millions of people are going through. And I'm not finna act like I'm holier than thou or woe is me. I have to fix me.
Yes.
I take accountability for everything that I've done because I want to get better. And that's the only way I'm going to get better.
Tay was on billiards and had her own, plus being a nurse. And let me tell you this. I made really good money during COVID. I saved a lot of money during COVID. When I tell you I was a saver, I paid off a lot of debts during COVID. A1 credit.
You didn't have any debt.
I didn't have any debt when Carmen and I met.
When we got together and somebody stole my truck, you got me a truck. And after you got me the truck, that's when she gave me an American Express card. I think it had like 30,000 on it, and I just went crazy with it. But, Tay's done everything to support me. So anybody that want to say anything that they want to say or don't believe anything and I have a great wife. And like I say, she's sitting here saying it's over. I'm gonna fix me.
I need you
And
to fix you.
she's not gonna believe nothing I say until I do it. I have to show actions. Carmen's still not ready to stop gambling. See, it's not that I'm not ready. You don't understand. When someone's sick or it's like a disease, it's like a cancer. I'm working on it.
Marilyn, I don't have to prove anything to you. That's fine. If that's what you want to believe, believe it. Bless you.
I mean, they could see. I ain't bring one piece of furniture in this house.
Pam said that Anne Marie is absolutely blind.
I ain't bring one piece of furniture in this house. Tay had 2 cars, and she got mad at me last week or a couple of weeks ago because I've been driving her red car since I've been here, and took her red car from me because she said I done tore it up. And then I asked her if I could get the red car back yesterday.
Today.
And, no, it was yesterday. And then I promised I would go clean it. And I'm going to go clean it tomorrow.
She tore that car up.
Come on now.
The seats was all messed up.
I mean, one seat I need to have dry clean. But
you
I
need
can't
all
help.
them seats
I'm
dry
going to have dry clean all the seats. But still.
All I got to say is, right, she is not putting Carmen down. Carmen is Carmen's downfall. I can say Carmen needs to go to church and find Jesus. Oh, yes. And like I said.
And when people say stuff like that, Carmen needs to go to church and find Jesus. You know, I believe in God, but I need to find a deeper spirituality. I can't get mad at nobody that's giving that kind of advice and saying those kind of things, because with all respect, it's still respectful. And I respect the truth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, my phone about to die.
Her phone is about to die. I still got a couple of percents. So.
Y'all can go over Tay Live. I don't know who gonna do this kitchen.
The little mini person.
Good night, y'all.
Come check me out, Miss Oh So Pretty.
Tay may be on her page for good night. I want to thank everybody for the prayers, the concern, and thank her all for the advice. And definitely, I ain't giving up on her. I ain't listening to what she talking about. I'm gonna fix me and I'm gonna get better.
I really want you to fix you.
Good night, y'all. So Pam said, "What you doing?" Man, we got these crabs.
Well, blame her for that, Samara. You don't know what happened with Carmen's finances. Here we go.
What she say? Huh? I can't.
Chef, you had a whole $1 million lifestyle before she got involved. Nobody is mad about it. Samara, she still got $1 million lifestyle. Duh. But things happen. Things I had no control over.
Yeah, but the main thing that happened to shut down my income, I ain't willing to talk about that.
Yeah.
You know.
What's up, Deetra?
But I ain't sit around and cry about that. What I do when I didn't work.
Yeah. And and I keep telling Carmen, I don't want you out here working every weekend. I don't want you out here working every weekend. What are you working every weekend for you to just go and spend the money in a casino? Hey, Sharmisha. Hey, Sharon. You still here? You holding on? It's like, what are you doing? I didn't even have an appetite. I don't even have an appetite. This has got me all together. I wanted to eat, but my stomach wouldn't let me. So, am I sad? Yes, I'm sad. Am I hurt? Yes, I'm hurt. And that's the reality. It seems like you ain't want to put too much seasoning on them tonight at all.
I'm scared of salt now. Because I know you're trying to cut it out.
Latika, you said it all over. Knowing I need to be in bed. You need to be in bed, but you've been here. You've been rocking with us. And if y'all are catching this on a replay, I just want y'all to go ahead and hashtag replay. If y'all can share this live, to get this. I feel like this is an important message that people tend not to talk about because of guilt or because of shame. And divorce hurts and divorce sucks. Like, Carmen is my person, you know. We were supposed to go old together, and I was supposed to still be patting her on the ass. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to be doing that. And I just want her to be able to look at this. And something else we tried. Well, I went. Carmen didn't go.
Oh, here we go.
She refused.
Here we go.
But you talked about that before.
Here we go.
We tried I was trying to get her to come to a retreat, cognitive therapy session, with me back in Tennessee a couple years ago. And Carmen refused to go. Carmen refused to go. Just gonna eat that crab in our hungry face. LOL. Thank you, Sharmisha. And, you know, and so this is a transition period for both of us. It doesn't mean that the love doesn't stop. We won't be the first people to get a divorce. We won't be the last. And this does hurt. This hurts more than you could possibly know. Yeah, I call it the side chick, surviving deceit. Candies. You know, the thing about it is that there are so many casinos. I don't know where all these places are. Carmen ain't gonna tell me the truth. So, no, I don't know where these places are. You know, I don't. I can't research every place that's near Houston. And guess what? Even if I did, she would find out about a place that wasn't. I didn't even know card rooms were a thing. Honestly, did y'all know card rooms were a thing? I didn't even know that. Like, I didn't know that. Card rooms are a thing. Oh, it's Sharon's birthday right now. You want a birthday song right now, Sharon?
Happy birthday, Miss Benzoid.
Happy birthday, Sharon. Happy birthday. I remember telling Carmen she was fighting against me. Fighting. I'm like, every time I'm trying to lift you up, you fighting me to get back down in that hole again. My back hurts. My neck is tired. My arms are weak. You know, I know that there are some people that can understand. You know, you never heard of card rooms, Liz? Yeah. And I hated those casinos. Alicia, what do you mean? Why so quick? Did you know? Alicia, I've been dealing with this for over 3 years. What are you talking about?
Y'all tell my wife to give me another chance.
Stop it, Carmen. No. You don't know what to do with other chances. You take them for granted. Your birthday was July 26th. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. After watching this live, I must say, Tay, you do you. Carmen is not your person. She is selfish for putting you through this situation. She doesn't care about anyone else's feelings but herself. You know, Lisa, I battle with that statement, okay? That is a loaded statement, and I have said that.
I can't argue with somebody for having, I can't even argue with her for having that perspective, because, you know, I feel like if I could fight this, I would, but, you know, that's how it seems, though. I mean, I can't even argue with her.
How many chances have she's given you? Oh, at least 15. Surviving deceit, at least 15. maybe 20. But, you know, I have to be honest because I do feel that a lot of the stuff that she does is selfish and very self-centered. And it's about getting that next high of gambling. Most times I stay home, you know, I'm knee deep in schoolwork or I'm sleeping or, you know, got an appointment or something and I'm super busy. I already told Carmen, find a hobby, pickleball, something. Latika, there have been times that I have regretted getting married. I mean, you want the honest truth? Yeah, there are times that I have regretted it because I already told Carmen that I was very transparent that if I had known that she had a gambling addiction, then I definitely would not have married her. Yeah, I've said it. I definitely would not have married her because I didn't want the responsibility of dealing with someone who was addicted. And I just, you know, I'm going to keep it where it is and be 100% honest. Nope.
Let's go to bed. Miss Stein, ain't you tired? Oh, boy.
But I just want you, I would never do anything for views. Unless, if you haven't watched me, then I can see you saying that. But that's not who I am.
Other people do stuff for clicks and views. This is real life.
Literally,
This
if my wife wouldn't have brought this stuff to the internet the other day, which I still haven't watched the live.
Clicks and views. Facebook, no, they not paying like that. Maybe when we was doing it on YouTube, we get a little more. But this is sharing, you know, something that I brought to the internet with our Facebook friends and fans and people who it could probably help. Because, you know, I was on live. I wasn't even talking about the fact that we was getting a divorce. I was talking about something. And people just kept tearing Tay apart. And I was like, well, we're getting a divorce anyway.
Irene, ask her that.
What?
She said, why bring it here? Ask her. I didn't do that.
Who?
Irene.
Well, yeah. Because I want to talk about it.
Because she felt like talking about it. That's why.
I want what I'm going through, millions of people are going through. Millions of relationships are going through this. And if my story can help someone else see who they are, that's what it is.
And like I said, I mean, I looked into facilities, but I can't fathom. Like I said, you talking about 30 grand or more for a treatment facility for 30 days or 60 days. But when I say Carmen needs it bad, Carmen needs it bad.
I'm probably doing like January or something.
Like to restructure her whole way of thinking. I hope you last. That's a tough one. And you know, and it's like for me, you know, I had birthday plans last year. Carmen didn't come through for me. And I was disappointed. The year before that, I was disappointed. And I'm not even getting into all of that, but I have to do stuff for me now. Chrissy, I try. You don't understand how hard it is. Carmen will literally turn around and change the account information so I can't access it. Yeah. And so I've done everything that I could possibly do. And And like I said, I love my wife. And I want to make that very clear. I love Carmen. But love should have brought your ass home last night.
Oh, wait. I can you call it Bryce?
Mm-hmm. And so, Carton, do you realize I'm a whole boss myself? I mean, for some reason, y'all, I'm around here thinking I'm broke. I'm far from broke. Just because I haven't worked in a certain amount of time for anybody, I'm still far from broke. That's what happens when you become financially secure. Like, y'all worried about stuff literally that is outside of your tax brackets and all of the things. Money you have never touched, money you will never touch. You know, Carmen makes money, but Carmen gambles it. And, you know, as much as I've tried to pull us up, Carmen gonna keep fighting me. And I do know how to save money. I'm wise. And I had to go through my own experiences for me to be where I am today. Been in my bag for a real long time. As an LPN, I've made over 6 figures a year. There's a lot of people that can tell you that. But it's not about money. It's not about money. It's very little to do with money. It is about the way you choose to see your relationship with money. Samara, yeah, I got furs. Why not? Carmen got gifts too. What are you talking about? Carmen got a whole Fendi outfit. And you're worried about a fur? Carmen got designer shoes and sneakers. I mean, you're worried about the wrong thing. Do you realize that her money she blew through? If you want to talk about her money and my money, do you realize that Carmen blew through her money?
They just want you to be broke. They've always trained you as being broke. When I sat there and told them,
Y'all weird as hell.
they just want you to be broke.
Like I said, I never made little change. I stopped making little change when I became an LPN. There wasn't a year as an LPN that I didn't make 6 figures or more. Well, not or more, but I stayed making 6 figures a year as an LPN. And then when I became an RN, I still had that work ethic. I still had the same type of work ethic. So that doesn't change because my title changes. Y'all have to understand that. I did have it all together. What do you mean I didn't have it together? You was a damn lie. No, it's the love of money, D. Not that. You was a damn lie. What you mean I ain't have it together, baby? I had 6 figures, over 6 figures in the bank, vehicles paid off, and a brand new house with over $100,000 worth of furniture. What are you talking about? That's right. I was getting that COVID money. I made $10,000 a week. So I don't even know what you're talking about. Sweetheart, you better speak on facts. Come correct to a real one before you step to me. What does Carmen have to do with my business? What? Do you know how much Carmen invested in my business? I'm trying to see something. That sounds so silly. When did Carmen invest in my business? You're weird. You can leave that person right there.
I ain't never.
But I'm trying to see something. Because I got a business after I met you. What does me having meeting Carmen have to do with anything? Do you know how Carmen got her second truck that she drives around in? What the hell? That is so weird. So Carmen bought me furs and I bought her a truck. Now what? Like, that sounds ridiculous.
Ooh, don't want you to have none.
Thank you, Beyond. I mean, Carmen ain't meet no chick working at McDonald's. She didn't meet a chick working in the drive-thru to my hello, how are you? How can I take your order? She did not meet that person. She met a well put together person that was already well traveled, well dressed, well educated.
Oh, wait.
So me starting a business didn't have anything to do with Carmen. Let me tell you how many investors I have for my business, since we want to get real. 100% Tay. And prior to that, yes, I did have a clothing business. Carmisha, how you know that? Sharmisha, how you know that?
You probably told me.
See, Carton, we already knew what your angle was, Bookie, but you think me and Carmen's problems just started because of a damn judgment? You really need to go to hell. Seriously. That is crazy.
Okay, if the problem started before the judgment, how many of y'all noticed about 5-6 months ago this woman took her ring off because she was done with me? Before the judgment, before I even went to court. I want y'all to answer. How many of y'all noticed Tay's ring? That damn ring over $20,000. She don't even wear it no more. She don't even want it.
Surviving Deceit said Carmen met a traveling nurse with a rose gold Jeep and a sandwich. She won me over with that damn grinder sandwich. Goodbye, Carton. I'm not even bothering with you anymore. She had the name and the people. I didn't even want to be on social media. What the hell are you talking about?
I mean,
You.
okay, so truth is, and you're supposed to support your spouse, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. You're supposed to support each other. I did have the platform. So a lot of you guys do know Tay because of me. But Tay is one of the hardest working women that I've ever met. She put into her platform. She built her platform. And we support each other. So I was supposed to support my wife. I'm the one that encouraged her to come on this platform. And when she came on, she was able to sell her products to people, not because I got on there and sold her perfumes and her lotions, because she did it.
I was trying to look for a comment that just went away and said I didn't make that much as a traveling nurse. Baby, I don't know what the hell to tell you.
Maybe they missed the boat, but she did.
Listen,
A lot of them did miss the boat.
let me tell you, I worked in a prison, baby, and I made lots of money as a nurse. I was not a traveling nurse. I made lots of money as an LPN. I made over 6 figures a year working at the prison. Samara, just have a good one. Why are you even here? Now we know how she dominates you. Samara, let me tell you something. You have a problem regardless.
I tell the truth.
So why are you here?
That you dominate me?
Why are you here? Okay?
If you dominate me, we wouldn't be where we at right now.
That part. If I let Carmen handle stuff, we'd be in foreclosure somewhere laying on somebody's couch. I'm not messing with Carmen. Traveling nurse is a new entrepreneur. And let me tell you, I did not want to be on social media. So for anybody that's saying that, there are a lot of people that wind up getting their platforms where Carmen had a hand in it. And I don't even need to say those people's names, but you know who they are. They all in my pockets because all they got in theirs is lint.
God damn.
That's why. Tay is telling the truth. My daughter and goddaughter are RNs and they making it now. I missed the chat in 2 days. Listen, Latika, right now, school got me in a damn chokehold. Y'all don't even understand. Yeah. Carton, why are you here? You really have a Jones for me. That's why you keep commenting. But thank you. Keep Carton right there. That was all a part of your plan. A part of my plan was to build my wife and I up. You're exactly right. I never needed a dime from Carmen.
Hey, whoever,
I never wanted to die
hey,
from Carmen.
whoever this is, when I came to Houston, Tay had this house. This house was fully furnished. Let me explain something. Tay had 2 cars. Money in the bank. She'd take me out, wine and dine me, bought me expensive watches and jewelry, all kind of things that this woman, I've never experienced.
I like to spoil my people. I like to spoil my
This
baby.
house that I'm standing in, she had.
I like to spoil my boo.
I got a whole rooftop kitchen that I don't even go up there and cook on.
She don't even cook on
I
it.
don't even go up there.
Look, I
All
thought it was
this
a
stuff-
blessing because I finally met somebody
All
that
this
was
stuff-
going to take this home and make it into something because I hadn't even lived in it. So Carmen and
All this stuff was already here before I had it. So
it was.
I don't know why y'all hate on Tay so much, but this woman had her own. She's carrying the weight right now. And I thank God that she's as patient as she is. and
Tay
that
was
she
my
loved me the way
motivation
she
to
did.
get a bag. Baby, I did not play. And let me tell you, I have some of my nurse colleagues that I mess with real heavy. When I tell you, one of them is an RN. She's got an associate's degree. But when I tell you she does travel assignments, thank you, Carton, for responding. Carton got a thing for me, hot for teacher, but instead it's hot for nurse. And whoever keeps liking those comments, your ass is about to go to. Rachel Carter, you're getting ready to get out of here also. But I'm enjoying the conversation for right now. But
Go over there on the haters page and talk about us because some people don't want the truth. I don't have any reason to lie, and neither does Tay.
at all, because what am I gaining from a lie? Baby, I do not like lying. When Carmen started lying to me, I'd be walking away. Walking away. And so, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard because when you love a person and you see them self-sabotaging themselves, hey D, and when you see them self-sabotaging themselves, and see, for me, I get impatient, right? I just want Carmen to follow my directions, right? Because I'm not going to steer her wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love my wife. So I'm never going to send her down the wrong path. I'm never going to send her down the wrong path. So when she changed the bank accounts and stuff, I said, Carmen, who are you hurting? I said, because if you spend all the money and you can't pay the people, now you're going to have a problem. Or if your account is negative, all right, good night, Beyond. If your account is negative, how are you going to take care of bills? If you make the account negative and you put the money over there for payroll, they're going to take all the money for payroll. She won't listen to me, Jennifer. She won't. And I know she won't. So, Sharmisha, that's things I said. What if you all went through with having a family? For real, what would y'all do if kids are involved? And that's one thing I told her, Sharmisha, is that I'm afraid for me. I can't bring children into this covenant when you are not reliable and you are not trustworthy. I can't do that. And when I was honest, I said, I can't do that. They're not going to stop, Charlene. They're not going to stop bothering us. Either one of us. They're not going to stop. Carmen going to get somebody new and they're going to be talking about how much they hated me. They're going to be talking about how much they couldn't stand me and I was this and I was that and all of that stuff and whatever have you. And it's fine. Like I said, people going to do what they're going to do. They're going to say what they're going to say and they're going to add to it because it makes them feel better. So it is what it is. And again, I love Carmen to the utmost. Your yellows don't match.
I know. I made them work today, though.
You made them work. It's because your booty big. That's why he made it work. But oh, I appreciate you, Charmisha. You've been out here being a single mama. Latika, right. I'm like, I already went through that before. I'm not going through that again. And you know, and it's hard. It is hard. Maybe Carmen can become your personal chef and strictly a platonic relationship because Carmen needs you. Chef don't need another relationship. She needs to heal. Old saying, hurt people, hurt people. And I do believe that Carmen needs to heal. I do believe that there is something that Carmen is blocking that she is not yet ready to come to terms with. And that is okay. But it's what is not okay is her continuing to go down a path of destruction. That is not okay. Unless she chooses to make that decision. And with that being said, like I said, if you catch this replay, when did you come around here?
Who?
You just swept around me.
I did.
I just saw you in the camera. I'm like, wait, where did she come from?
In the morning, you're going to be waking up crying for breakfast.
I am. But you're going to have breakfast already. Oh, what are we having tomorrow?
See, I already told you at the store.
What'd you tell me?
Trying to ask you what we was going to eat.
Some bacon and grits.
Bed. Let's go to bed.
And English muffin. So I'm so glad that you all were able to be here with us tonight while we talked about this. And people will say what they want, and that's perfectly fine. I'm at a place of acceptance. People will do what they do. But the only thing that Carmen and I can do is be real, to be there for each other, you know, whether it's on screen, whether it's off screen. Your hands feel cold. Let me make them warm. And this is tough. And so we're going to try our best to still show up for you guys. The best way we know how.
Good night, y'all. I'm not dealing with her no more.